Hey YouTube, I'm back and I'm going to wrap up June. So without further ado, we'll get into it. I don't want this to be too long because I'm going to upload like 3 videos at the same time. So here we go. The first thing I read in June was the Wind Up Bird Chronicle by Haruki Murakami. I technically did start reading this in May, but I finished it in early June. Overall, like 3.5-star rating. The first half of the book was very confusing, and I didn't really get the point of a lot of it. But the second half of the book was really amazing, and like tied everything together, made the confusing, like slower part worth it. But overall, I really like this book. I will say this is one of the weirder books I've read by Haruki Murakami. I'll go deeply into this in the upcoming video that I'm going to post probably in a few days about Haruki Murakami's entire collection of books that I've read, anyways. So expect more on this book in that situation, in that video, sorry. The next book I read was Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. I love this book. It made me very happy. It's not of the caliber of the others, like the Stormlight Archive books and of some of the other ones in the universe, but the Cosmere universe, but this was the first book he ever wrote, so I did truly enjoy reading it, and I'm gonna give it 5 stars because just like it hit me straight in the feels. It was an amazing book. Loved it a lot. And also it's just awesome. Like the way the magic system works, the way like they're having to rebuild society and stuff, and all of the characters are absolutely amazing. So I loved it. The next book I read, which is, I think all 3 of these books are going to be a part of my self-care readathon I'm doing over the summer, but this was the self-care readathon group read, Beach Read by Emily Henry. I was very impressed with this book. I didn't have a lot of expectations going in. It's a romance novel that's not really up my alley or what I choose to read often, but I did really enjoy it, and I'm going to say like 4 or 5 stars. 4. We'll give it 4 stars. I need to be more intense about my ratings of books, but mostly because the female character we follow was a little overly dramatic at the beginning. I mean, I get it based on what she had gone through in her life, but still a little bit much for me anyway, so I did really enjoy this book, and Augustus Everett is a lovely, attractive book crush for me, I think, now, and it's just, it was a fun summer book. It's about them, like, both at a lakeside beach house in the summer, so I enjoyed reading it. It was quite up my summer mood alley, but the final, I have one more book, it's just audiobook. The final physical book I read was The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. I got it a few months ago because one of my friends works at Barnes & Nobles, and it was the book of the month, and they got some commission off of it, and I picked it up. At the back says, reminiscent of Agatha Christie at her best. And I was like, sweet, sounds cool. I like mystery suspense. I liked a few Agatha Christie books I've read, and I was kind of, I think, on theme with most of the books that I've read this month, that like the first half, or the first like third, I should say, was not super impressive. I didn't love how the author jumped around characters, but the end of the book made it all, like, it didn't make it all worth it, but it like just was beautiful and amazing, so I thoroughly ended up loving this book, and the twist at the end actually blew my mind, and it's sometimes not super hard to predict the ends of these kinds of books, but it did it for me, so I'm gonna give this book I think I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I read it in about 2 hours in one sitting, after I got through the first like 20 or 30 pages. I read most of the book in one sitting, so it was amazing. I could not put it down. Absolutely loved it. The other book that I read this month was The Cult of the Dead Cow by Joseph Menn, and it's How the Original Hacking Supergroup Might Just Save the World. And yeah, it was not the first time I read this. I was reading this for my hacker book club that I'm in and a moderator for, but it was a really lovely read, and it's just still a like inspiring story about like how you can make a difference where you are with the skills and access and contacts that you have in your life. So I did love this book again, so 5 stars for that one. Well, that's all I got. The Haruki Murakami book is coming up. I just also filmed the mid-year freakout tag. I'm a little behind schedule. I am planning on doing the Becca's Bookopoly 48-hour reading challenge weekend. I don't know what it's going to look like right now, but I'm planning on at least attempting to participate in that, and I'm also going to be doing the reading rush. I'll be filming another video about that soon for y'all's enjoyment, so I can tell you about what I want to read. And I also just love Ariel and all the other people that are doing that, so it's part of like my goal in booktube is to get involved and like know the community and do the things with the people who are in the community. So I feel like that would be a fun thing to do. So video on the Becca's Bookopoly and the reading rush, previously known as Booktubeathon, will be coming out soon with like what I'm reading and how I'm going to approach those challenges. I haven't done like the time condensed book reading challenges before, so fingers crossed I pull it off. But thank y'all for watching. Let me know what y'all thought down below, and if you have any comments, ideas, suggestions for other content you want to see by me. Have a great day. Hope everyone is staying safe and doing what you can to educate yourself and be the best human you can in light of everything that's going on in the world right now. So thank y'all.